choose, we gon' fly away.
Welcome back to another episode of Pressure Points. We have Fight Night on April 30th coming up, and that's another exciting fight night. These are my co-hosts, Connor Ford and Jacob Seaman.
You know, to say the least.
Another exciting fight night. Yeah.
We've been on a real heater of three quality good events.
I kind of forgot about that. Like, it's been three in a row.
Of
just trash fight nights.
Rather had none.
Yeah. Well,
there are exceptions.
I'd rather have just one where all of those like all the good fights were there.
Put all those together and you have something.
Yeah. Then it's like cool, you know. But this has been really like a desolate wasteland of like one fight at the top of the card that you're like, oh yeah, that's cool.
And then a super aging heavyweight. And then the second. And then the rest is all making their debuts.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to talk about the fight night last week? Or like,
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's our job. We get paid for this. Liquid Death sponsor.
no,
Shout
I was
out
trying to
Liquid Death.
low-key, like...
Enter code points at checkout for 20% off your first purchase.
Points at checkout. That's POINTS points at checkout. That's Liquid Death. Mountain Water. We're sponsored by
Enter
them.
code BRUH at checkout. 20% off.
So yeah, this fight night we had hey, that women's fight had a cool finish. That was a cool finish.
At least
you don't
there
see
was
very often.
at least there was that.
That was fun. You know, I'll give her that.
Jessica Andrade just coming in and fucking
mugging.
Yeah, honestly, like
being strong.
They were talking about it.
Just being a man.
They were talking about it on Heavy Hands. She's the best Haas fighter ever.
Yeah,
like, she just like mugs, like just straight up mugs people.
She like
that's it.
She fights how you would like wrestle with your brothers. You know, like sometimes you'd slam them.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you just fucking, you know, you get like a standing arm triangle.
Just squeeze them.
Just squeeze them.
Just squeeze
like
them.
a little bear hug to the neck.
Yeah.
That's how she fights.
Yeah, she really just fights like an older sibling,
at a
even
high
though
level.
She's so small. It's insane. She fought at bantamweight.
Yeah.
Because she's like 5'1", legitimate, and with the shortest little fucking cutest arms, just so little and fucking. But God, she hits like a truck too.
Yeah, she's cool.
And she was kind of getting worked for like the first. I mean, it was the first round in a 5-round fight, so you can't really like draw conclusions. But it seemed like the leg kicks were like a real problem.
I mean, a first round finish in a women's fight.
Wow!
Shout out to them.
Yeah, and if anybody's gonna do it, it would be these two lasses, Jessica Andrade and Lemos.
Yeah,
it's like
we all had them, you know, doing exactly that.
Yeah, no, I did not. I actually predicted by standing arm triangle choke.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I think she's gonna crash into the clinch, and Andrade is just a big squeezer, so arm triangle.
She's gonna fall right into the arm triangle. And that was the finish.
And then not fall down after.
Oh, shit.
What?
I know. Next is fucking Clay Guida, and I just forgot he had knee barred.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, bro. It was funny because, like, you always see with sometimes older fighters will, like, get on, like, a roll a little bit. And he said the exact same thing they always say. He's like, I just want to prove to the UFC, I'm still improving at 40 years old. It's like, shut up, man. Can you not just be aware that you're just a banger, just do your thing and, like, play your... But, like, because when you're just like,
I mean...
Yo, I'm here to be champ.
If you're still doing it, I feel like you have to be mentally deranged. And
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
You can't just be like,
level.
oh, yeah, I'm collecting a check.
Because he's not really.
What do you think Cowboy's doing? You think he's about to go in there and just be
because Cowboy's a trust fund kid, too. So, like...
Cowboy doesn't really need the money. But anyway, he doesn't, like... He probably deep
we
down
can't
in
even
his
say
heart.
fighters fight for money because they don't get paid.
Yeah,
so
they
it's
don't.
Not
like
they really want it, bro.
Like 7 or 8 of them fight for money. Like 7 or 8 are like legit prize fighters.
Yeah,
and everybody else is just like,
man, I love to fight.
They're like, yeah, I love
the title.
I love fighting, and I love being upper middle class for being like a world class athlete.
Yeah, you get to live in my parents' neighborhood.
for real. My dad worked 2 jobs and you're like a world-class athlete and we're in the same place. And you're also an independent contractor, so like you don't have health insurance.
I'm not going to lie.
Overrated.
I don't remember very well how Macy Barber that fight went.
It was a decision win.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it was a decision. I know it's a decision because, like, obviously I have it, but like, I just do not remember. Was it trash? Like, was it good?
Let's not fool the people. We didn't watch this fight.
I didn't.
I mean, like,
I
I
didn't-
don't.
I
I'm
didn't-
trying to accurately,
No,
tell
I-
you guys like what I think, but I honestly, I'm trying to remember what it was like.
See, I didn't catch the Macy Barber fight.
You know,
I must have missed it.
I'm just saying.
I don't know what to tell you.
Apparently,
there,
she
dog.
did well. I heard about it.
Like you saw,
I'm
a
seeing
little
I'm
bit.
seeing here a green W.
She won.
So she won. So she must have done pretty
She
good.
did good.
And that's all there is to say.
Say
the
about
rest
that.
of the card kind of fell apart.
Yeah. We had picks.
Literally.
We had picks going into this. We picked 6 main card fights, and 2 of those fell out. So Manel Cop and like his fight fell out because he pissed hot for Turinabol of all things.
Yeah. Like,
The oldest fucking steroid in the book. Go ahead. And then Romanov versus Sherman got moved back to this week. So there's the heaviest favorite ever in a fight, like a UFC fight. Just move him back 1 week, and that's something everybody's clamoring to
Ready
see.
for it.
Yeah, I
One
can't.
of my picks.
Can't
We're
wait
good to
for
go.
Can't wait for the Romanov Sherman fight.
Forearm choke.
That's Jesus. Yeah, and then
5 submission wins via stranglehold, aka the rape choke.
the Copacabana choke, the Copacabana strangler. And then it was Charles Jourdain versus Lando Venata, and Venata lost. And I picked Venata purely on vibes, and it was a mistake.
Vibes weren't right.
No, because he's groovy AF.
Well, every time I think of Anada, I just think of the Tony Ferguson
Well,
fight.
I'm like, yeah, he took Tony Ferguson to the fucking like limit, so he's gonna win this one, even though he's been like win loss ever since. But every time I see him fight, I'm like, oh, he's got this one in the bag. He almost
He's
beat
due.
Tony.
I had him by decision, right? Yeah, I had him by decision.
You had
so I got
you
a
had
point.
Jourdain
Yeah,
by decision.
yeah.
Both
That's
of you
what I
guys
meant.
did.
Yeah, I got a point.
I did
Yeah,
too.
and then the prelims, I had Barry by knockout round 1 against Mike Jackson, and instead he kicked him in the dick and then gouged his eyes and got DQ'd and gave Mike Jackson a win in the UFC. So, and then after that he was like, honestly, he took the easy way out,
God.
and then he deactivated his Twitter. So, fuck.
Shout out.
Fuck whatever his name Barry is. Fuck Barry. He's not gonna probably fight in the UFC again because he's made a real like ass of himself out of this. Dean Barry, that's his name.
Dean Barry, shout out.
And he's at a whopping 4-2 right now. So
Okay.
and Mike Jackson is 1-1 and
Okay.
1. So
Possibly a future bare knuckle FC rematch.
of course. Yeah, no, I don't even know if bare knuckle would stoop that low to have Mike Jackson fight. It's like only the UFC because he's only fought in the UFC.
I don't know. They just had a
Professionally.
dude fight that was like armbarring me about like 8 months ago. So
Yeah,
like,
that is true. Yeah, we did train with a guy who
I
won
think if
on
anything, that just shows like how deep the talent goes nowadays.
and bare knuckle.
bare knuckle,
There's
No,
kill-
I meant like
there's
I'm
killers,
just saying
dude.
it like
killers everywhere.
No, I'm talking
That dude
about
is
what
a
you're
killer,
saying.
though.
That guy you met, like it's like obviously there's places that is spouting out like pretty good talent. Like nowadays, you might get like a couple of athletes in there who are like good.
I mean, he was a fighter. I don't know what his MMA record is.
And
but
let's
he
be
had
clear, he
fights.
didn't train at the gym that we went
Nah,
to.
No,
he
he
just,
just, like,
would drop
visited
in.
and
He used to be
sometimes.
there a lot more. He did used to train there and fucking would have them like corner him and shit.
Yeah, and then he
And
went
then,
somewhere else.
Yeah, dude, he would scarf me up, put me in scarf, and fucking fake hammer fist me.
Yeah, and he was, I rolled with him, and he's like a purple belt or something, and I was gassed coming into the roll, and he was like, "You got to work, buddy." I was just like, "Man, fuck you," but like, thanks, but like, fuck you.
Gotta work,
Like, come on.
buddy.
And then you had Elder by knockout round 1, Connor,
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Didn't
to
pan
say
out.
The least.
and then you had Parsons by sub. Did you pick around there?
Oh, we're still fucking talking about. Fucking hell, yeah, Parsons, my son.
Yeah, so you got a point for that. So it was 6-4-3 was the point total, Ryan, Connor, and then me. And now
What
it's
was it?
6-4-3.
you had 6. You had a big night.
Yeah, a whopping
A
6.
whopping 6 points.
Yeah, so you had that.
Wait, so I'm 1 point behind.
Gotta talk into the mic, buddy.
I'm 1 point behind who?
1 point behind Connor. Connor's 1 point behind me. It is.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll pull up the exact number, because
Okay.
yeah, but it's
People out there dying.
So
for this
you're
one.
ahead. You're ahead.
by 1.
And Jacob's ahead of me.
No, Jacob's ahead of me by 1. I'm ahead
I'm
of
in
you by
first.
1.
He's in second. You're in third. It is 55, 54, 53.
That's
going in.
actually
Kinda crazy.
It's coming down to the
That's
wire, yeah, for
crazy.
sure. So
That's
like,
wild.
it's getting
It's
into
crazy
crunch time
how
here.
like these boof ass fight nights have been like the deciders,
Yeah, for real.
and we've just been like, I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, because
This
like
guy's got a good nickname.
yeah, for real. Caramel Thunder.
Caramel
shout
Thunder.
out. Yeah, no, it's probably gonna be another one of those. If I have to guess, it's gonna be.
No,
kind of a-
you're completely right.
Yeah, Wasteland
right
of a
about
card
that.
again.
All right, y'all ready for the upcoming card? Or I should
You got any
Ah.
news?
Yeah, I'm looking at some
Oh, John Jones, Stipe,
yeah,
September.
John
yeah,
Stipe?
That's
That's
what I
cool.
wanted to bring up,
So
obviously,
that's gonna be
immediately.
fun. It's so
It's weird. Wait, hold up. Sorry, I just wanted to say this real quick. It's so weird to me that Stipe saying he needs till September when, like, in theory, he should have had this like whole time to be like training.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
it's-
also a firefighter.
I get it, but like, yeah, you're
So,
a heavyweight.
cares?
You are a
Fucking
like
heavyweight
one of the
champ.
heavyweight goats. Like
give a
fuck
fuck.
off. You know what I mean?
He's-
Like
it's been like 2
that's
years
more
since he
like,
fought, bro.
especially just the
That has been a
inspiring
while.
part.
Like,
yeah.
what have you been doing?
Fighting fires. Thin red line. Everybody's mad at firefighters.
How
so
many fires is Steve actually going to?
I bet he's put out quite a fair few out in
Come
Cleveland.
on now.
out in Cleveland?
Shittiest town in the world. Shout out all my Clevelandites.
But yeah, John Jones, Stipe, that's cool. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
I feel like we talked
it's
about
just-
this.
For me, yeah, we did say this because thought I was gonna say the fact that out of all the heavyweights,
Stipe's easily the most
Stipe
beatable
is
for John.
easily the
I don't know why.
stylistically easiest fight for John Jones.
Yeah.
It's weird because like
He's not that
he
big,
weighed
like-
235 against Francis.
Yeah,
Like John Jones theoretically weighs like what 260 now. He was been saying like,
I mean,
jeez.
I don't know if I'm buying that. Yeah, turn those down.
I
a little
believe
bit.
it. It's
a
not
little
like he's
hot.
ripped. He's just put on a lot of size.
Dude, John,
65's big, but look,
I think it was 260 or something.
he has in all the videos that we've seen, which you can take with a grain of salt, but he's looked like shit. Like him hitting
high
pads
key.
at heavyweight looks slow as fuck.
yeah, and then another thing, like John, like there's no way John can go in there against Stipe and possibly look like he did in his last 3
Right,
fights.
like against
whatsoever.
Reyes,
No.
yeah, he'll
Whatsoever.
get fucked.
He'll get ran through.
He'll get ran through. No
Yeah.
doubt. Because he
Yeah.
looked like shit against
did.
like
He did look
bad
good.
light heavyweights.
Yeah, so it's
he
and
can't fight like he did there. Yeah, no, for sure.
Like
He's
he-
got to like.
and those wins have aged as bad as you could possibly age
Dom
for a
just
win.
going
Bad as
downhill.
possible. It doesn't get worse.
Dom and Santos are both like
yeah, just
fried
gone.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, you know,
And,
how
yeah,
like,
Anthony Smith, fucking.
Also, how long has he been out? Now
It's been a while.
3 years.
just about, yeah.
That's
That's a whole other
Insane.
3 years since then.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
insane.
He's like an old man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
How
so
old
I
is
don't know. I'll
How
be
old is he?
I don't
34, 35.
I don't know. I won't look it up. But and also I guess Zabit's a doctor now.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, lame. Everyone on Reddit's like, oh, good for him. I'm like, well, whatever. I,
I wasn't
fight.
I wasn't expecting him to ever fight again anyway. It didn't seem like he was
Why? He just like gave, and he went to that weird school where they just teach him how to fight for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't want to do it.
Well, you
So
know,
that's
that's
kind of funny.
You can
Well,
burn
I thought
out.
he had
on
like
this.
lung issues, and then he was.
Well,
like,
he was going through all sorts of stuff, and now he's like found his calling or whatever. Congrats to him, I guess. But if he fights again, that'd be also really cool. So you know, because he was a good fighter, but he ducked Yair. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
that he became a doctor just so he didn't have to fight
yeah,
Yair
let's
Rodriguez.
put a notch in Yair's card for that one.
Yeah. So is there anything else you find? For news?
34. if I didn't say
John's
John
34.
Jones'
Cool.
age. So that's not
So
that
John's
bad.
34.
If he,
Well, for a
if he hopped on the sauce,
Moreno
again, he'd be
Pandoja
fine.
or Pantoja.
That's not. That's a click on the link. That's a.
Oh.
You got fucking got on
What the fuck is this?
on live.
On
It's
live.
just some random. It's two random fighters on like a regional promotion that are also named Moreno and Pantoja. Did you see? You didn't read the comments because it's like
No,
everybody was
shut
like, "You
up.
fucking got me."
No, I didn't read any of them.
That's
Shit.
funny. You
I
got
see it now. I just got live.
you got caught out on live,
Live.
bruh.
Shout
Damn.
out.
That's tough.
Holy fuck.
We do research.
It's all right. Yeah.
No, so Moreno versus Pantoja is happening.
It's on.
But I don't know.
It's on Fury TV though.
Oh, okay. Well,
So, yeah.
you know, shout out to Fury TV, I guess. But yeah, I guess we can get into this week's card.
Yeah, sure. So,
At
yeah.
least there's one like good fight that we really care about.
Yeah, one cool fight.
One really good, like awesome fight.
I did want to talk about because there's been a lot of like talk with Gilbert obviously lately, and I would there's just so many. Now that I just think about it, there's so many fights I want Gilbert to have. Like I would absolutely now thinking about it, like if theoretically Hamzat was to beat Colby, I would love if Colby would fight Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert.
Like, that would be
Colby's a banger.
so cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And like the jujitsu too, it's not like he'd just be able to just because that'd be bad decision, obviously.
Gilbert
Kamaru
bangs,
and
too.
Hamzat
Gilbert
both
fucking
decided not to do that. For a
Gilbert
reason.
Gilbert fights Bilal and inshallah sparks his ass out with fucking fire.
And like to add,
You
and
know
add
that's
to,
not
add to
gonna
Colby's,
happen.
It could.
like,
Remember the name.
Yeah, remember the name is unstoppable.
So
Unshakable force, especially with the power of Allah behind him. It's
oh, and did you
Second to
guys
none.
like the
mythical fighter is Ramadan Muhammad.
Did you guys see Gilbert's strategy for his rematch clause with like Hamzat? He was like, I respect his decision to go fight Colby, but I respect that you will give me my rematch in your next 3 fights. Which,
Yeah,
coincidentally, he
Fight
would
for the
be
belt.
beating Colby. He will then have go into beating Kamaru,
yeah,
and then he'd have to rematch Gilbert.
Yes.
Gilbert's calling his title
good
shot.
stuff. But
Sure.
if
That's
you beat,
hilarious, though.
if Gilbert wins a fight in between, then sure,
no,
let's do it.
No.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
No.
No,
That's
yes.
not
Yeah.
happening.
Why not?
That's just not.
Yeah, because like Hamza would probably then go off.
No,
and-
he's fighting Izzy.
yeah,
The second,
like that. Yeah, if he
the
beats
second
Usman,
Hamzat
I feel like he'll stay
beats
for a little
Usman,
bit.
he's fighting Izzy.
Nah, if he beats,
He's
Usman,
fighting
he's
Izzy.
fighting
He'll. I feel like he'll fight in welterweight a
Unless
couple times.
miraculously Darren Till turns it around and he's about to fight Izzy.
That's
it would
not-
just be
No.
impossible.
Darren Till.
Zilch chance
Because
of that
like,
happening.
that's his
Till.
like, brother, and like I don't know theoretically if all this training is paying off and Darren Till beats his next 2, they would for sure give Darren the title shot.
I want the
If
worst
not-
wrestler in the
if
division.
not, they would, or they would
You
also.
think
maybe,
Till coming off 2 wins gets a title shot?
Yeah.
You're out of your
I
mind.
think so.
You're
I
out
think he
of
beats
your
Uriah
mind. What do
Hall,
you,
It's gonna
and
be-
then they'd probably
if he
give him a
beats
jump.
Uriah Hall, and then who?
I,
Pereira maybe, but he'll have to beat Pereira. And that's,
don't know. If he
That would
beats
be
Pereira.
crazy.
That would
But-
be
but
crazy.
let's
That's
be-
a dope fight.
let's
though.
that's a
be
big
honest,
tell. Because if he beats Pereira, then it's interesting.
That's a dope
but
fucking
let's
fight,
be
dude.
honest. Pereira's gonna beat Strickland, and he's just gonna get a title
I know,
shot.
and that's
fine.
lame. That's kind of lame.
No, it's
bro.
fine. It's honestly
Or,
fine.
dude,
I want to
imagine if
see.
Shawn
I want to
wins
see
by
Izzy and
decision.
I want to see Izzy and Pereira
They
fight.
should have done Till
And if
Pereira.
if they have any sense at all, they're going to get him a title shot as fast
Oh
as
no, no!
possible.
The second he beats Strickland, he's fighting Izzy.
Exactly.
I have
yes.
no problem. I don't have much of a problem with it. It's just like
I do feel like
I feel like
maybe-
at this like
I would
he's
like to
not-
see other
I don't-
fights,
I don't
but
know
I
if he's
also-
ready for Izzy.
I feel
No,
like if
no,
he,
he's
if he
not.
wins
Like,
him-
he's not.
He's not, but it's gonna happen.
I mean, that fucking last dude he fought was banging up with him.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Bruno
It was
Silva.
weird.
Shout out Bruno Silva.
But
though.
I do want to
So
say,
it's like, bro, you would
no, he'd
have
probably
a bad time.
And Izzy honestly could wrestle fuck him probably.
Yeah.
that would
Right?
be. Oh my god! If Izzy submitted Pereira, that would be.
That'd be pretty
Ironically,
awesome.
It'd be
one of
pretty
the
dope.
coolest
It'd be pretty fucking cool.
things
Slick
ever.
triangle though. That guy's got. I mean, he's got nice guard work.
I think he's gonna go up
Dude,
to
he
heavyweight
pulls
and
guard
beat-
on Pereira.
and beat Jones.
He
'Cause
goes
Jones,
up to heavyweight.
because Jones is gonna beat Stipe for the interim title.
Who was it saying they were gonna go straight up to? Oh, Usman saying he was gonna go to light heavyweight.
Yeah,
He's just gonna skip middleweight and go straight to light heavyweight.
that's
Put-
such a huge.
Put on 35, at least 35 pounds. Probably you probably gotta put on like 55.
Dude, he would look so like hilarious.
If- Because he's already an absolute shit house,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'd have to put on hella mass
Mm-hmm.
and just continue being the same height. So he would look ridiculous in all
You have
forms.
to get on a lot more steroids than he's already on.
Yeah, for real. But and then he's got his whole thing with his knee. I don't know if he could bear that weight.
What is that, dude?
He's got bad knees. He was
Yeah, until he's fucking doing something super high level athletic and
he
looks
has
fine.
like no knees, and what's hilarious is like that's one of my greatest arguments for like the steroid thing. It's like, bro, you're telling me this guy's got no knees,
and he's training
And
hard
he's
as fuck.
training.
Has this gas
He's
tank for days.
insane.
He only swims for cardio, apparently.
Yeah,
like that's
I've
the
seen
only
that,
thing.
but it's
that's the
just
only thing he
like,
does, which would make sense because he's. I mean, shoulders and back are fucking out of his mind.
Huge. Yeah.
So, yeah, it tracks a little bit at least, because he's a wide
Little
body
bit.
fucker.
No, I mean,
and the
not.
lack of calves because you don't really use.
Right.
Well, that's not.
He does
really
kind of have
true.
pencil legs. It's funny.
I don't know, man. I mean, what's trying to figure out what the argument even was there.
What about? Oh, I was just joking because he said he was thinking about moving up to light heavyweight.
Oh,
But
okay.
he should box Canelo. Let's be honest.
Is that not the dumbest fucking
That's the
thing I've ever heard?
And then
You
Ali
mean the
tweeting
fight everyone
something.
wants to see?
Like,
Did you see Ali tweet Canelo tweet Canelo?
No,
Canelo
what'd
was
he
like,
say?
Who the fuck is this?
good.
He was basically saying he's scared to fight Usman, like something like that.
I mean,
Yeah, Canelo is scared to fight
Like,
Kamaru.
look, we've
What
done
the
some
fuck
goofy
is
like
this?
freak show shit, but
enough. No more.
Like Canelo's at the top of like this isn't like Floyd. Like Floyd was like 40 fucking 5.
Canelo would make a fool out
A
of Usman.
fool.
It would be super embarrassing and
like badly embarrassing.
and it's not even like people can get hype for Ngannou and Fury, I guess, even though that's gonna be not
That's
good either.
bad too. I don't want that either.
But like, I have zero interest in seeing Canelo fight.
yeah, I have zero interest.
I
I don't know who would.
That's what I'm saying.
Look,
Nobody
because what
wants
that
this.
card would be carried on would just be Canelo. So just Canelo fans would be buying his pay-per-views.
And they're already gonna do that anyways.
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah.
So
I mean,
he's not
Canelo's
gaining
a
anything
draw.
for fighting
Why,
Usman.
like,
draw
why
anyways.
waste his time fighting some fucking can?
Yeah, it's just
Maybe in like
And Kamaru's not
5
the
years,
fuck
maybe.
Yeah, it's
like
so
the people in the know
stupid.
consider him one of the best, but it's not like
That's what I'm
everyone
saying.
knows
Like,
him.
if you're in the know, like, go ask my dad who Kamaru Usman is. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking
yeah,
about?"
For real.
like, he's really
Like,
really
like,
good.
you know what I'm
And-
saying? It's
yeah.
not the same. I don't know who's.
And the only reason I would like to see Ngannou versus Fury is just like a big fuck you to the UFC, basically.
Yeah, high key. That's what.
And
I would
also,
love to see
like,
it as.
You know, it's Ngannou. He's got
Dude,
the puncher's
could you
chance. You know, it's
imagine
puncher's
if
chance.
Ngannou knocked out Tyson?
Yeah.
That would be.
I mean,
would
it would
be
it would be
insane.
crazy.
it'd be the
And
craziest
aren't
thing.
they doing like MMA gloves?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
that's
heard-
cool. I
yeah.
guess. I mean,
I-
that's fine. I mean,
I feel like that only benefits Fury though.
well, boxers
key.
used to like they used
Make
to
the
box in
kickboxing
4-ounce
match.
gloves.
Dude, that would be.
Well, they're saying it's gonna be like the clinch with elbows.
oh
and
my god.
They're gonna allow the clinch and elbows, and that's
There's no way. If that's real, I've got Ngannou at a 25% chance, bro.
That's not good for Fury.
no.
no.
I think
and
he-
horrible for
Fury's
Fury.
Fury's like one of the few boxers out there who like uses the clinch effectively.
I know, but
because it's
like,
not going to be like a
But
normal.
he's not going to be
I-
like
I don't-
expecting
I don't
those
think-
balls.
nah,
If he
I don't
hasn't
think-
if he hasn't felt elbows to the face.
I'm sure Fury's felt some like heavy, strong ass clinches. I don't know if he,
And
ain't,
got-
he ain't ever felt no.
elbows.
But you're
Like,
also-
that's a different.
That's
ball
different,
game,
You're
bro.
also,
like
like-
you're getting cut the fuck up.
you,
Like what type of clinch are we like tie clinching?
it'll
or-
still be like Fury's
imagine
not
if they
just
gave
going to
him
let
knees?
Ngannou enter on like a
What
tie
is it?
clinch.
Why?
Sure, but
He's
Why?
not. He's
Why not?
because boxers are. It's still going to be a boxing match, and so the way that people enter the clinch, Fury is way more ready for that than because
I
Ngannou.
agree.
Fury's
I
just
don't-
Fury's gonna handle him.
You would think.
He will. I mean, he's
Why
si-
have I flipped?
dude's fucking 6'9"
He
and
is
like
huge.
a master at his
He is
craft.
He is. He
I know.
is, he is.
He's
Because
not like
the boxer version of Ngannou couldn't beat Fury. You know what I mean?
I'm still saying. Wait, hold on. Let me clarify. I still think Tyson Fury is still like 75%. Like he's you should know probably 95% chance, but with elbows added to the clinch, and gone bro. I go to 5%, 10%. Like that's.
I also don't know if
might
that's
be-
Fury had just brought. It probably wouldn't happen
Yeah,
that
that
way.
probably
But
wouldn't
No,
happen.
because Wilder is Ngannou if Ngannou boxed instead of did MMA.
kinda. Well,
I think
They're
Ngannou
the
might
same
punch
fucking
harder,
thing.
but he doesn't
They-
have nearly the reach.
it's
or
just
the
it's
speed.
not. No, not really. I mean,
What
I think
they're
Ngannou
both
just-
they're both the same fucking
What-
touch of death game plan.
touch
I
of
know,
death, but
but
like they do it in
way
different ways.
But it's the same Like they do the same thing.
Yeah, but like,
well, that you could say
your
that about
approach is
a
still
lot
gonna
of
be-
heavyweights. Then, if you're like, oh,
But
the plan is to go in and
but
knock
them
them out with
two
a one
are
shot.
both the specific outliers, though.
I
By
get
far.
they're the same
Easily.
only in.
You know what I'm talking about.
They're
Yeah,
the same
I'm
only
just-
because they both punch
They
really
punch
hard.
people in the head and then they go out.
Right, but like
But sometimes the punch is like, how did that guy go out? And they're both those types of guys.
right, yeah, but it's not.
Oh, it's
Could
the
you
same
imagine
thing, but
if
it's
they
not
go
the
in
same
there-
Wilder's still like a bot. Like he's
That's what
not,
I'm saying.
He's
He's
still
a
a
boxer.
Right.
That's my entire point. Like if
They both hit really
my
hard.
point is-
That's what you're saying.
Yes, that's
Yes,
my point.
okay,
So
yeah,
like the
yeah,
version of Francis that boxes his whole life still couldn't beat fucking Fury. So like I just it's a stupid.
I don't think it means the way
How?
because I don't think Francis would box like that. They're not built like the
Oh
same.
my goodness, bro!
they're
This is
not-
crazy.
They're not. I just don't. It
You
doesn't
just
make.
don't think so?
No.
They both do the same exact fucking thing.
No. Well, fucking. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But you're wrong. Font versus Vera though.
I was gonna say like we probably need to move on.
I mean, we're like 27.
Yeah,
in.
we
It's
can.
not that deep,
We can.
yeah.
Yes.
Damn, it's
These
so
don't
like
go very fast because there's
4
not a whole lot to
minutes.
talk about unless it's like.
I mean,
a
that was good
card.
conversation. We were chopping it up.
Yeah. We were talking shop about boxing, which
Dude, that's so.
we're both very educated on.
I mean, I don't know how novice / unhobbyist boxer sort of takes you could get, but I'm the guy. Like,
Yeah,
I'm that
you're
guy.
you're
I
the
don't wa- I
casual
don't-
boxer.
I don't
fan.
watch boxing at all.
You are like a
Bro,
casual.
this guy at work
for
was
boxing.
like, "Yo, hey, can I get your streams that you use for UFC?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm watching the boxing fight with my buddies." And I was like,
What?
"I just
You're
couldn't."
What
believe
was
he
it, the
was
Fury
You're
asking-
watching
fight?
Fury versus
Huh?
Dillian White.
No, it was like last week's one.
Fury.
Spencer,
Oh.
something.
Spencer.
Dude, I can't.
Oh,
You
Errol.
gotta talk into the
Errol
mic,
Spence.
bro. You can't.
Errol
go
Spence,
in.
yeah.
Errol Spence.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard it was a good fight, but I didn't watch it. And
sure, it was good.
but yeah, it's boxing is kind of fucked itself in terms of like nobody really cares about it anymore except for the heavyweights
No,
and
I
Floyd
mean,
Mayweather and Canelo,
Could
and that's
you
it.
imagine if they don't?
I just don't
dude?
get the different promotion thing. Like, if they had one
It's annoying, yeah.
thing, it'd be way easier to follow.
Could
Well,
you imagine if Ngannou didn't get signed?
And also, guys just never fight other good guys.
Yeah, they fuck themselves by like not booking the fights that
I
anybody
mean, then he
wants to
does,
see.
and then he just does the Fury fight and then dips if he doesn't re-sign.
Well, they're not gonna let him do the Fury fight while he's on contract. If he's still, nobody knows if he's
What's
like.
the deal with his contract? I thought
It was supposedly the Gon fight was his last fight, but then there's also this like champion clause where if you end your, it's
you have
but
to
nobody
then
knows
go.
if it's real or legal. So like there's this thing where supposedly in the UFC, if you're the champion and you're on your last fight, and you win, it
You owe them
extends.
another fight. Yeah, you get one more.
You extend, so
Yeah.
you have to fight another time. Which is
TSP didn't
Yeah,
have
that's
to do
illegal
that.
as shit.
Versus
well, that's a
Michael
different.
Bisping.
I mean, he didn't. He signed for just the fight. They knew he was going to do that.
What about when he beat Johnny Hendricks? He was still champ and then dipped.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he also retired after that, didn't he? Right?
I know, but couldn't. I don't.
It's-
know.
The
Retirement.
whole thing is so you,
You
don't,
have to.
like,
You have to like retiring breaks your contract
Okay.
completely anyway.
Yeah, because then you can't. You're technically not going to go fight for another organization. That's kinda
even
like
though
the
you
whole
could
thing.
just like retire, break the contract, and then go box. So I
Yeah.
guess he could do that. He's like, I'm retiring
Well, that's
from
the
MMA.
thing. Yeah, it's like.
And then
you
he
don't
goes
do
and like
that.
promotes his own fight or whatever. Or Tyson Fury has Daniel Kinahan promote the fight because
Hell
that
yeah,
was
fuck it.
yeah.
Where's the Saudi guys? Get them involved.
Yeah, honestly, get what's his name?
That dude from
The Kazakh, the Kazakh guy. What I don't
Isn't
remember his
the
name.
dude
The
from
guy who like
fucking
slaughters
Belarus
gay
or
people.
whatever?
Yeah,
he's boys with Hamzat or some shit.
I don't know. It's the Chechen. That's who it was. I don't remember his name.
Get them
But
all
he-
together.
the
It's
guy
like
who-
Supercard.
The guy who commits lots of atrocities. Let's have him promote like a big boxing fight.
Yeah, no,
It'd be good.
it would be good.
Super card. You get Chris Weidman to box Frankie Edgar because they both like him. And then speaking of Frankie Edgar and guys who have fought him,
Yeah, exactly. That was
Marlon
a perfect
Vera
segue.
is fighting Rob Font to
Cheeto.
Saturday nights. So This is an interesting fight.
It's the big fun one on this card.
The rest of the fights on the card, not so much. But this one I'm very excited to watch it, and I will watch it. And hopefully the other fights will all end in a first round. Like, it'll be the fastest card in history. Each
one is a KO or sub round 1.
In 30 seconds.
Sub 1 minute, yeah.
30 seconds.
Yes, that would be so beautiful. But what do you guys think about this fight?
So I have this going to Font by decision.
Yeah, me too. Me as well.
I do, but I am very nervous about his cardio.
Font has like really good, notoriously
Font's
good cardio.
like a decision bot too. I was looking at his record and I was like, damn.
They're both like really notoriously durable fighters. Like Cheeto's never been knocked down in his career, and until the Aldo fight, neither had Rob Font.
That's
so
wild.
like that's great. Also, these guys both lost to Jose Aldo.
Also,
he's
shout
dad.
out to Jose Aldo,
Dad of the division. I fucking love. I was watching hella Cheeto fights this morning because I do my research because I care about this stuff. But I fucking love watching Cheeto fight. But then I saw him fight Aldo, and I was like. Like, Aldo's just, again, he's got that thing where,
dude, I'm telling you.
When he fights, you're just like, yeah.
Dude, Aldo's winning bantamweight title. He's going up, and he's going to beat Volk for the Ultimate Redemption Tour.
That'd be cool.
And he's starching him like he did.
He calls out
fucking McGregor did. And then he's fighting McGregor for the 170-pound championship because McGregor's going to beat Marty.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
And
then Jake Paul's gonna fight.
And then Jake Paul's
gonna be Aldo.
Yeah, Jake Paul beats Aldo
in an MMA match.
And Jake Paul's the welterweight, lightweight, 145 and 35.
Yeah.
He's the quadruple champ, and he's never fought.
And he's gonna go fight Canelo and like maybe win.
He's gonna fight Ngannou and beat him too.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's curse everything. But yeah. Anyway, Cheeto kind of has like. He's never really fought anybody like. I mean, neither of these guys have fought anybody like each other because there's not a whole lot of people that are like them. But Cheeto's kind of like
they both remind me of each other.
Yeah, well, Cheeto's just like kind of he's weird because he fights kind of sloppy at range, but then he'll all of a sudden he'll just like do really well out of nowhere for some in like the second or third round. He'll just be like, "Oh, I got it. I'm gonna do this," and so he was getting like kind of touched up by Edgar. I mean, as much as Edgar can because he doesn't punch hard, and it's also fucking hilarious how small Edgar looked in that fight.
Fucking fighting at like
massively undersized, and he was the UFC lightweight champion, which is fucking mind blowing. How far weight cutting has come.
Yeah, right.
Best base for MMA is to cut a lot of weight. I also rewatched the O'Malley fight because I
couldn't like I watched that the one time. And
it's really
I don't think
weird.
I've seen it since.
Like it's super weird because it like there's not a super obvious moment where the kick like he kicks him and then he steps back onto his leg and just falls down.
Yeah,
like he lands a kick and then O'Malley's moving around for like a few seconds and then he just kind of like falls over on it like he rolled his ankle or something, and then he starts fighting all weird. Because he knows his foot's fucked up. So he's just like kind of trying to get it back and he just can't. And it up into, I mean, granted, it was only like, it happened around like halfway through the first round, but up until then, O'Malley was doing pretty well. So I don't know. I'd like to see that fight ran back at some point. I don't know when that's going to happen.
High level osteoporosis from O'Malley there.
For real. I don't know. I don't know. People really, really dislike him. Like a lot in like the at least our MMA.
I can see why.
Really hate. Yeah, I like the kind of like the shtick that he's doing. Like I'm obviously not going to listen to his fucking podcast.
Yeah. I'm not like that big of a Sugar fan. But like Sugar's at least still like
it's like
entertaining.
I get excited when he fights.
I love to watch him. He's a really fun to watch fighter. And I also kind of like the delusional gimmick he's doing, where like he's like, "Oh, I never lost."
Oh yeah,
I think it's funny.
Never, he's undefeated. 100%.
Yeah, and people are like, "Oh, he didn't take the loss well," and I can't tell what of it is like a joke to him and what isn't. Because like after the loss, he was pretty salty.
He was fucking mad.
He was mad as fuck.
he called Cheeto like a journeyman and stuff. But then he like did the whole like whenever Buffer announces his record, he does like an O when he announces the one loss,
Yeah.
which I think is
Which
funny.
hilarious.
And
I
then he
think that
also
is so
does-
As long as
funny.
you keep doing it and win, then
And like when they do the motion pre-fight graphics where they're like moving, he does like the eye poke,
yeah.
and I love that kind of shit. So I don't know, but it was a weird fight. I'd like to see them fight again at some point if possible. But yeah, I think Cheeto's gonna have a hard time
So
with.
you have Font by decision as well, Ryan.
Yeah.
Who do you have?
Font decision.
Oh, great.
That's I
It's a
feel
real
like that's a,
exciting.
I feel like there's a
gonna be
Arlovsky
an
decision.
exciting event.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Andre Arlovsky's fighting fat ass Jake Collier.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's clearly like Jack Slack talks about it a lot. He's like, this guy's clearly got like a problem in his life because he was like a super jacked, like mean looking 185er, and now he's just like just a fat lad. He
A fat lad.
he looks
fucking funny.
he
dude.
looks like a bag of milk.
That's so fucking funny. Good for him, I guess.
But yeah, I don't think he choked out Chase Sherman in his last fight, and I don't think he's gonna do it to Arlovsky. And Arlovsky has not finished a fight since like 2015. It's something ridiculous. Let me look right
especially
now.
for a heavyweight.
Yeah, and
wild.
especially like a guy. He was like the heavyweight champion of the world for like a grip there, and he has not finished a fight since Travis Brown in 2015.
Jeez.
He got finished 4 times in a row, and then lost to Marcin Tybura by decision for his 5th loss in a row, and he's still kicking. You know,
he wants that belt. He
yeah.
wants the belt.
God, who was I? Okay, never mind. But yeah, he's obviously not been doing well, but he has been also. He's on a 3-fight win streak
Yeah, I
right now.
saw
So
that.
you
Yeah,
know,
3
is he
decisions.
not doing well? Who fucking knows?
How
Man?
do you pronounce Philly's name in
Feely?
burrito?
Andre Feely and God, what's his
Feely.
name?
Jonderson Burrito.
Joe
Do
Anderson.
you guys
Joe
have
Anderson
Feely
burrito?
decision?
Yeah, I feel a decision.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, I was like, damn, 3 decisions out of the gate. That's kind of like.
Yeah, well, it is
Ow.
kind of
Yeah.
like these are like pretty. It seems like obvious picks, so you know, I'm not gonna like risk it at this point by being like,
Right.
because I don't, and like at this point, I don't know shit about the rest of these fighters except for, well, no, that's a lie, but I'm not gonna like go back and study their fucking tape or anything.
Do you guys have for Gordon Dawson? What do you guys have?
Grant Dawson versus Jared Gordon.
I've got
Yeah.
Dawson by decision.
I have Dawson by sub.
Okay, what do you have?
Decision.
Dawson by Jesus.
Dude, that might fuck me over, bro.
It could. I
But
mean,
it
that
could
would
put
be
me
lit,
ahead.
yeah.
It could put me ahead, or we could all
it
just
could.
fucking like lose.
Yeah, all of it.
yeah.
Man.
Elkins versus Connolly. What you guys thinking? You thinking the damage is gonna make a comeback run on this guy who watched Michelle Pehea gas out right in front of his eyes, doing backflips, trying to pass his guard, and that's why he's here at the moment. Let's see, what has he done since then?
I have Connolly by TKO.
I've got Connolly by decision.
I have Elkins' decision.
All right.
Okay, cool. We've got some differences.
All right.
Darren Elkins is
Damage.
Darren.
God, please pay off.
Worst tattoo literally in the game ever. The damage in stitch font in the middle of his
It's
chest.
the damage. It's very clear.
Oh yeah, he is the. So you have Connolly by TKO.
yes.
I have him by decision.
What do
And
you
you
have?
have-
Short?
And you're just really getting after these,
Jacko.
huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to get over these, bro. High key.
Yeah, I feel that
Yeah.
these are god awful
All right.
fights.
So
yeah, we can move
Meerschaft,
on to a different topic.
Jotko. I have Meerschaft by sub.
Me as well.
Yeah, Meerschaert sub.
This
Wait,
is good
I don't
stuff,
think I told
guys.
you guys my round. I've got Tristan.
All going to be decided by
Well,
like one fucking fight.
Pretty much, yeah.
I have,
Well, it's just
how do you-
one of
how do you
these
pronounce
cards,
his?
man.
Linus.
Leo, I've never seen this guy
I
fight.
have
Well,
T-
he's
I have
making
him,
his UFC debut,
I have
so
him TKO
you've been
round
watching a
one.
lot of you've been studying the tape and watching a lot of CFFC.
Mhm.
You've been watching a lot
Yeah, deep
You're
dive.
keeping up with that.
Yeah,
Cuts.
I'm deep dive,
You
bro.
watch it. You watch his fight versus Evan Cuts.
Yeah.
Cool. Where he's got a win by body punches and then a win by left hook on the Contender Series. So So you have him by TKO round 1.
Yep. Wait, did you guys have a round?
I have Romanov, my pick from last week that got moved
Same
to this
as
card. I
that,
have Romanov first round sub.
I feel like that's a pretty... That's like, yeah, of course I'm going to pick that.
So yeah, One FC is gonna be on Amazon.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's fun.
That's cool. Like, because I already have like Amazon Prime.
Oh
so
yeah. I use Ryan's, but
like I guess I won't.
I've never watched a single One FC fight like live ever. I was never like, let me tune in.
I've never tuned in.
No, I watched the Demetrius Johnson fight that he lost.
Did you really?
Actually, yeah.
Which he's lost a couple times.
No, I thought he just lost recently. It was the one he lost to the knee when he was coming.
Oh, Moraes. He lost to
I
Adrian,
watched that
not
one.
Marlon, Adriano Moraes. But yeah.
Poor Mighty Mouse.
It broke my. I was like, no way,
It's like, no, that's not fair.
dude. No, I was.
Can't do that.
But my
I
favorite.
was like that exactly, bro. I felt like I was like, no.
You, when anyone talks slightly negative about Jack Slack,
but he's the Patreon.
Dick Eaton's crazy.
No. Well, kind
No,
of, but no.
I like
no.
Jack Slack.
Yeah, he's cool.
MMA Twitter's fun.
Yeah, it is kind of. There's some good stuff on there, surprisingly.
Who's it, like Campuoso? I don't know how you fucking say it.
Caposa.
Caposa.
He posts like really good clips.
Yeah, he's
fucking
good.
Hectic one. He posts funny memes. Yeah, I'm not gonna like dick ride
That
MMA Twitter.
that dark Donald Trump account that thinks Trump's the Antichrist posted something about MMA. He did an MMA thread.
Really?
Yeah.
What did it say?
It was like the squared circle. There's 8 sides
hold
to
on,
an octagon.
Is it enough to do an episode about?
It could be. I didn't look too far into it, but definitely we can do that.
Let's do it.
All
Let's
right,
just
yeah,
do
yeah.
that this week.
All right, fuck yeah.
That'll be fun. We'll
right.
save it. Check out the Conspiracy Class podcast.
We get way more views on there than here.
Yeah.
I feel like a celebrity on there compared to this fucking show.
Check out the Pressure Points podcast. If you guys are watching this right now, check out this podcast that you're watching.
For real.
We had Feely by decision, right? we had we're a collective now.
Feely decision.
Yeah. Yep. And Arlovsky by decision because of course. Great, awesome
Good
card.
stuff all around.
Can't wait. I really hope it's as quick as possible until the main event. And yeah, God
bless anyone who's gonna be watching.
for real. If you're watching the early prelims on this one, you're a trooper, man. You're a trooper. Let's see what the first
psychotic.
see what the first fight. Tatsuro 2 flyweights making their debut, so that's good. And then we got a women's flyweight fight, a lightweight fight between the 143 and 121 respectively ranked lightweights in the world. And then we got this guy making his UFC debut who you think is going to knock out the guy in round 1. Then we got Davison Figueiredo's brother who's not as good as him. And then we got Romanov versus Sherman, and then this Baron main card as well. So you guys
Let's go.
look forward to that.
Let's go.
Saturday with the boys watching.
Drink a few Reds apple ales.
I think this one might start.
Get
It
a
starts
little
at
crazy.
4:30. So it's an early.
I'll day
it's
drink for this one.
You might need to, bro. If you're gonna sit through this whole thing, you better have a beer.
Next week's Gage Vera, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
Yes, an absolute stacked card there too.
Dude, that is, yeah.
And if you're
unreal.
excited for Chandler and Ferguson, you're cruel.
No,
It's
I'm
gross.
low-key hype. I'm low-key hype for that.
I'm low-key hyped to see a ritual
I
sacrifice.
get it, and that
on
hurts
pay-per-view.
because I don't want to see Tony get fucked up.
Why are they giving Tony
I don't.
only
Michael
killers?
Chandler. Yeah,
only
It's
killers.
crazy. Like on his way down, he's getting literally
Gaethje,
God-tier fighters
Chucky
every
Ollis,
time he's
Beneil,
going down.
Chandler.
Why don't we
Like,
just give him?
what are we doing,
like,
man?
Why don't we just
Is he
give
getting
him
the McGregor
fucking-
fight next?
Dude, like, is he?
Hopefully.
That would literally be insane.
Oh
if
my
he fought
god,
Conor
he's
after
gonna
Chandler.
fucking get KO'd and then walk in on short notice for whoever the fuck Islam's fighting next.
Yeah, for real, and get monstered there too. That's
Everyone's gonna be like, "See, bro, you never would have beat Khabib."
It's
gonna
like,
be
yeah,
fuck
this
you.
is a great. I mean, yes, but this is not a great comparison.
Nah,
Oh,
it
shit.
would have been lit if we got Well,
if-
if Tony and Tony's prime before the
Yeah, if we
Prime
got it,
Tony.
if we
Cranial
get it
injury.
when he was supposed to
And
fight
I'll
him,
tell you this: hearing Eddie Bravo talk about how they were planning for
he's
I know,
fucking
and
MacGyver
that's the
and
thing,
so
though,
building
dude.
his
hyped
own.
because he was like, we know where Khabib's gonna go with the fight. We have a strategy for on the fence, strategy for on the feet, and on the
Dude,
ground.
Loki-
We've got some traps.
You're-
We've got some traps he hasn't seen, and like the way he
Your Eddie impression there was really good.
it's so crazy. It's so good.
It's good, and
he gets like the way he's like. We've
That's-
got some stuff he's never seen.
That's why the
before.
Gaethje fight pisses me off so much. He was training for Khabib.
he shouldn't have
And then
done
he
it.
fucking takes Gaethje on what, like 3-4 weeks? It was just like, that's the exact opposite of what.
But then also
And then his game plan was like, he's gonna go in there and box.
yeah.
It's like, fuck,
Well, Khabib was just like, ha ha ha, Dagestani handcuff, bop bop bop.
dude. I'm telling
Bing,
you, I
bing,
would
bing,
like,
bing,
I would have
bing,
liked
bing,
to
bing.
seen it, bro. I'm
Yeah,
just
I would have.
saying.
I
He's
would
just-
have like. I was
just
obviously.
love because
that's-
obviously at his prime he was
Dude.
such a good jujitsu
had
artist. It's
won like 12 fights in
imagine
a row.
He just throws
Had like
something on
4
Khabib.
fucking Darces with the fucking.
Put it on RDA when RDA was like in his prime.
Yeah. Oh, and like you want to like. I mean, there was that time when Khabib. I mean, Khabib wasn't finishing like Ally Quinta and shit. Like there was those like that was around
He
that
was
time.
working
and
on
it's
his
like,
jab.
bro. Like if Tony can go, like Tony could have gone those fucking rounds and really, it would have been a fun fight.
It would. Yeah, it would have been nice, but we'll never
Fucking
see it.
elbows.
And,
Fuck it.
And hopefully, I don't even know what Tony. What does he do after he gets knocked out clean by Michael Chandler?
Fight fucking Fazeev.
No,
That's what
stop.
I'm saying, dude.
Well,
You
it's
yeah,
like
it doesn't really get
or
better.
like Dober,
It
or
just, he
so-
keeps
like they're gonna
getting-
give him a fucking.
it
Savage.
doesn't work in lightweight.
They're gonna give him
for,
McKinney or something.
Oh man,
And yeah,
McKinney's
Like,
all
that's
all
what I'm
these
saying,
young
they're
dudes
all
are like
killers.
like
would
lightweights
feast
only
on him,
come
dude.
in and breeding killers.
Yeah, he can't fight.
Dan Hooker.
Honestly, that's probably
Dan
the
Hooker's
best.
comeback fight.
That's probably the best chance he's got of
Dude,
not getting
I just
violently
wish Hooker would've went to
murdered.
170 and just had fun. Like fucking, there's some good fights down there.
No, honestly, Hooker versus Ferguson's fine with me.
Sure.
That's
Hooker
just,
Holland. That would be cool to see at welterweight.
Hooker's not going to welterweight.
I just
No,
wish
he's-
he would.
well,
Like, I just feel like
yeah.
at this point in his career, like the less cutting the weight, the better.
well, he's not gonna go from 145 to 170 now.
I
It's
know,
like,
but like if he got a return fight lightweight and then went back up,
Yeah,
to
after getting
welterweight.
KO'd by like Arnold Allen.
maybe he was
Well,
so
my
fucking
thing is,
slow.
like,
Go
dude,
fight
he
Kevin Owens.
fucking-
Like, good luck.
Nah, he's not. He made his decision and he decided to go down. So he's not thinking about going up.
Mm-mm.
You know, and
Mm-mm.
one thing I don't want to see is fucking Poirier at like welterweight fighting like. I don't want to see him
Diaz.
fight Burns. Like,
That-
I don't feel. I
weirdly
just
enough,
don't
I'm
feel
getting
like
vibes
it. You know?
that Gilbert might fight Diaz.
That's lame.
I
That would
agree,
be-
but it's a
that'd be
weird
rough
thing.
for Nick.
I've been getting a vibe. it's
Nick?
gonna happen.
That'd be a tough one for Nick.
we were talking about Nick here.
no Nate.
Oh,
That's what I'm
Nate, sorry.
saying. I was like,
Jesus.
what?
No, I didn't say
Stupid, stupid.
Nick. Can you do that again?
No.
Fucking funny, dude.
Go back and go watch it. Go give it another
Watch.
view if you want to see it. But yeah, no, Nate. That's a rough one for Nate. Well, basically, like anybody, because everybody who calls him out is like super good,
Yeah.
and Nate's
Except
not.
for he almost
So it's-
knocked out Leon Edwards, so we
That's
can't really.
well,
forget
that's an
that.
almost
anomaly.
got a title shot.
Because
Dude,
Dude.
magic.
Well, they would have made the fight the next day.
yes,
yeah,
and it would have been
like,
awesome.
Are you ready? And then Nate would have been like, yeah.
Well, he'd be like, "Come on, Usman, I want to fight your fucking ass."
It would have been lit as fuck.
Yeah, it would have been. Well, it would have just
Oh
been
my
like the
God.
craziest moment ever because it's just like Leon in a 5-round fight, and I mean, was absolutely just demolishing Nate in
wanna-
every way.
I do want to say this because we've talked about it before, but and I stand by this. If Conor McGregor were to somehow get the title shot against Usman and somehow beat Usman, people act like this wouldn't be the
Oh, they're running back
craziest
that
thing
Nate
to have
fight.
like ever happened ever. Like it would be over. Like
Fuck the UF, like just fuck the
McGregor is.
fuck the integrity of the division. We're running Nate
No.
versus Conor
Conor
for the
trilogy at the
170
welterweight
pound.
Am I
belt.
crazy? If Connor wins that Marty fight, they're doing that. They're gonna give
But could you
the
but
title
like, you
shot.
can't really do that. But like,
What
yeah,
do you
they
mean?
would.
They
No, I'm
got- they're
saying like
gonna.
we can't
I've-
just say. I always feel like that's disrespectful to Usman, but
Yeah, maybe.
it is funny thinking theoretically, it's possible.
Completely.
Like there's a 1% chance he gets that fucking.
There's
look,
a-
and
Connor
there's
beats Marty.
some
They are
reason it's
making
too
that
much.
Nate
Well, I
fight.
feel like
because that's gonna do numbers.
well, the absolute
The trilogy.
No, the chaos that is like
Connor
the entire
being welterweight champion,
the
first
entire
triple champ.
MMA world is thrown into. Nobody can even understand what
What
that
is
would
going
do.
on? Like it would just the
You can't even
repercussions would be-
predict what would happen next because it'd just be so fucking
It'd be
insane.
fucking crazy.
It'd
and
be
I
like,
wanna see
oh,
it so
well
It
now,
would be
now he's
literally
clear.
insane.
because now I just have like a steady view of like Connor just rocking Marty, and Marty's just like fucking. I just like see it so clearly.
Yeah, that's-
and everyone's
dude,
losing their fucking mind.
Dude,
And then
'cause
when
it
it
would
happens,
be
they're-
game over, man.
He, like at the end of the fight, he'd be like, "Izzy, fucking, I want you, bro.
Dude.
Like, I want to be four-weight champ." Yeah, like he would do some. Like there would be
Izzy's
just be
the
so
si-
many.
Connor's
He'd probably
the
box
size
Canelo.
of Izzy's leg.
I bet he'd box
Yeah.
Canelo.
Well,
I'd
how
watch
tall
that.
is Conor McGregor?
You'd watch which one?
I'd watch the fuck out of Connor Canelo.
Oh,
Watch Connor
God.
get KO'd.
Yeah, yes. At least he would. Like Floyd kind of just like,
He's
let
fine.
off.
Floyd's
Fine.
not exactly known for knocking people
Yeah,
out.
but Canelo would fucking put
Yeah, Canelo would
Canelo would put
McGregor.
Connor on his ass, dude. That would be or
bad.
You could do Conor Pacquiao.
Honestly,
still,
box-
if Pacquiao want to do an
we're boxing
exhibition
Jake
fight.
Paul, dude. That's it. That's the game.
Because at least the Pacquiao fight's like more realistic because like was
Honestly,
definitely on his
he'd probably
way
like
down.
he'd do some dumb shit like rematch Floyd.
Oh my god.
And Floyd probably be down to do it.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Yes,
I'll go
that's
make another
yeah,
$100 million.
$100
Free
for
money,
sure.
dude. It's like a money like
It's
a printing
hey,
press.
I'm gonna go win the lottery,
Yeah,
by,
for
like,
real.
sparring this fucking MMA
I feel
guy.
low key bad for Usman
By
though, if
getting
he did
in
get
shape,
knocked
kind
out
of.
by- If
I
Usman
would
got
know.
because
It'd be
it's
the
like
hi-
damn.
It'd be the most
bro,
hype
like,
thing to ever.
No,
fucking
yeah, I'd
happen.
freak out. God, I
The
hope.
What's
UFC
crazy
I hope
is
they don't make
turned
it.
on
Usman,
his
like,
fucking head.
Usman would
The,
riot
like the
though because he won
entire
his rematch.
the entire MMA world would be fucking turned upside
Usman
down.
could go fuck himself. He would never get it. He would never sniff the belt
Dana
again.
would literally be like, "Hey, Marty, go fuck yourself," and he'd literally send him to Bellator's
Yeah,
doorstep.
he'd be like, "All right, you got one fight left on your contract. You have to fight Izzy, and then you go to Bellator and lose to
they would
Mousasi."
trade him for AJ McKee.
For real. they trade him for fucking Pitbull, and then Pitbull fucking gets sparked out by Volk.
For real.
I still would have been a problem for Khabib though.
Yeah.
I'm his toughest matchup, and
They trade Marty for Ryan Bader. So Bader
it
can
would
come
be lit to
reclaim
have
his
McKee
throne.
in the UFC though.
Well, I feel like Marty might actually get some goodwill because it's like, oh, you just reignited the fucking supernova star. It's like, okay, you can keep fighting.
Yeah, no, I mean,
But he wouldn't get a rematch. No,
No.
sir, not
Well,
in
I
a
don't
million
think
years.
he's probably keeping the belt. You know, it might just be a scenario
well,
where he just dips
nobody's
for a
fighting for the
grip.
welterweight belt for another 2 years.
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
No,
Nate
no.
Yeah,
and
that's a
Connor are
fact.
gonna fight in their 40s.
He's got to start his
for
next
the
alcohol
welterweight
brand, sell it again, and then then he'll maybe go in.
Yeah, well, he beats Khabib and then starts a vodka brand. Fuck him. But yeah,
Oh shit, man, that would be awesome. That gets me excited thinking about
It's
it.
such a great what if. Like, it's such a great what if. Because it's like, dude, I would.
Like-
Because, like, you hear those weird reports where they've been offering Leon Edwards his win money or his money for the fight if he backs out and lets Conor McGregor get the title shot. There's
where'd
been,
you
like-
hear that?
Have you not been seeing that?
Who the
No.
fuck said that,
Oh,
dude?
after the podcast, I'll have to show you guys. Like, there's definitely
Colby
some of my
fan
reels.
1250
No, dead ass.
1234.
There's been like weird ass rumors I've been seeing from different
That they're gonna
pages.
give
That
Leon
there's
his winning
supposedly
purse.
there's been like an under the table kind of offer to Leon Edwards
give
to
Conor the
step aside
title
and
shot.
give Conor the title.
They're giving him hush money.
Basically,
Fuck
step
it.
aside money. That
Fuck it.
I'm just saying. That's a weird. I'll show
As
you.
long
Yeah.
Fuck
as
it.
long as Hamzat gets to fight Colby and then fights for the belt if he wins, I'm fine. Because there's
Fine.
nothing else really interesting's happening. Like
Man,
Kamaru
that
versus
would be
Leon is like
sick as fuck.
Hamzat versus Connor.
Oh.
and then Hamzat
that
just
would be
monster.
so bad.
That would be pretty good for Hamzat,
He
I
would
think.
toss McGregor out of
It'd
the
be great. It'd be
octagon.
great for him if they wanted. See, UFC is not traditionally like in the star making business, but if they wanted to, that would be a good coming out party. Even though
Sure.
he's already like a huge star. Okay, well I believe that. I can't see what website it's on, but
I don't
totally.
know. It's just all of them. I'm just saying it's like a thing.
Well, if I was Leon, that's free money. So yeah,
Yeah, take that.
Sure.
Wait.
I'll fight Diego. What?
What do you wait?
Wait. What? That's
Nice
what.
dead air.
That's what he's.
No, I'm just
amateur.
saying. I'm saying if it says something like he said it, because that's different. Like obviously there's claims, but if he said it, I thought I was.
All
like,
right,
oh,
you guys
shit.
ain't got any closing remarks?
Not in particular. Just Godspeed through this card, boys.
Godspeed through this
We'll
card.
see y'all next week.
We
for
wish
an
y'all a
actually
happy
good
next
card.
week.
Well,
It's the final week.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Wait, I guess we'll
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 address
take-
it then.
we'll take this week to figure out the punishment for real,
For
and then
realsies.
next week
When
We
do
will
we
talk
have
about
to
it.
do the punishment? How long does it take?
it depends on what we.
Whenever
It
we're
depends what we
available.
do, because we're gonna have to probably like buy equipment to film it. So we're gonna have to learn how to use it, and then we can like
we can
start to
finally do it.
do it. But yeah, so it could be a little while before the actual video comes out. But it's fine as long as it
Alright.
happens.
All right. We love you guys. Check out CCP.
Yeah, for real. We're about to do an MMA conspiracy episode, so check it out. Love you.